It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Well, you can see that fire flickering over my shoulder. You can hear the wood crackling as it burns. I'm wearing a sweater, so it must be time for Friday's Fireside Chat. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about some of the emails I get. I went through the email bag and I started pulling out these emails, and I'm thinking there's a commonality in a lot of these emails. And the commonality is this. People are asking, Ray, how do we tell nonsensical hype, perpetual dreamers, from realities? It seems to me that in the document imaging channel, there's a whole lot of people talking about things that don't really mean anything. They're not really helping us drive the differences that we need to deliver exceptional experiences to our end users. There's just a whole lot of hype, a whole lot of talk about stuff that happened in the past, a whole lot of stuff that doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense for today's end users. And folks, I always tell these folks the same thing. When you hear a bunch of nonsensical hype, when you hear people perpetuating dreams, sometimes you have to go back into the past and see what else had a whole bunch of hype, and then see if there's any similarities with the hype of the past and the hype of the present. It didn't take me long. Do y'all remember that ERP system that was going to come in the document imaging channel and change it forever? It was called Forza. The no bolt-on, remember that? Remember the press release after press release after press release. Forza, Forza, Forza. Folks, sadly, I even fell for the hype. There was a period of time where I thought, wow, Forza, no bolt-ons, this could be awesome for my friends that are transitioning into IT services. Maybe they could just use Forza. They wouldn't need to get a PSA tool. This would be fantastic. They wouldn't need to get an RMM tool. Wow, a no bolt-on ERP system. Wow, wow, wow. Folks, turned out it was a whole lot of hype, a whole lot of perpetual dreams. Because at the end of the day, the no bolt-on ERP system called Forza, it didn't have an RMM. There's no way it was going to replace ConnectWise. It didn't have the sophistication to bill IT services like a true PSA does. So at the end of the day, it was in fact, apparently, a whole lot of hype. Whatever happened to it? Whatever happened to the press releases? Whatever happened to the post daily about SAP B1? For a while there, people thought Bill McDermott worked in the document imaging channel. There was a post after post after post every single day on LinkedIn about SAP B1, SAP B1. Of course, there was never really any thought leadership explaining how Forza was actually going to disrupt the document imaging channel or what it could actually do to bring a dealer to the future. And it, in fact, ended up getting sold off to Konica. Boy, when it got sold off to Konica, people were saying, why the hell did Konica buy it? A lot of other people were saying, did the private equity that owned it even make any money when they sold it to Konica? It just seems like it fizzled out. So ladies and gentlemen, I tell people this all the time. When you hear perpetual dreams, when you hear about nonsensical hype, just evaluate the hype. See if there's any commonalities into a past fizzle out. And if there is, well, be careful. Because whether you're sitting in front of a fire, or whether you just got burned by something that fizzled out, status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see you all on Monday.